Hey guys, DC here again. So last we left, we were looking at my nuts. They did have tinfoil wrapped around it because someone mentioned they look better silver. They did, but they was all crinkly and starting to peel. It just didn't look good, so I'll maybe get some actual paint. Boss Rootin' still hanging out. He's gonna be getting a t-shirt soon. More to come on that later after I get the decal for the shirt. So little space right there. I'm hoping to fit blam that in there. I picked up the 1/8 winch for the Summit. Yeah, so I got to wire that puppy in, and then the battery for it. It's that size. So big she is compared to the body, or maybe something into the seat, perhaps. I don't know. In the floor, I don't know. I want to keep it dry, of course, because it's not waterproof. I don't know if you can dip bats. It won't ever get hot. I don't even maybe need to connect the battery. Maybe I'll put a connector in the hood or something like that, so like the connector for the winch, I'll feed it out through the hood with a metal cap over it, maybe a spoiler, or not a spoiler, an air induction looking thing, but you flip it open, it's a connector for the battery. I'll only connect the battery when the winch is in use. So yeah, that doesn't sound bad. On TV idea. So yeah, it'll get mounted down in there. The other idea was to mount it back in the center, or maybe in the floor, or even on the ceiling. Probably weren't even looking in the ceiling or on the floor, or somewhere in the cab, mount it somewhere in there, even dismantle it and use what I got to use to just to hide it and rewire it. And I was going to feed a wire out through one of those holes in the front axle, because Molly, get down. If I do that, then I can I'll be attaching to the drivetrain when I try and winch something myself up a hill. You always want to bring the drivetrain up instead of pulling on the body. It'll be pulling on the drivetrain, which I think would work better, but it's pretty complicated, and I don't know how complicated the install would be, but yeah, I was thinking about going that route with it. But then again, after you get stuck sometimes and you see guys connect onto rocks or trees or whatever they can find to grab onto. Don't eat anything, Molly. That's what I'm going to do. And when there's nothing to grab onto, I'm going to jab that in the ground and winch off of that. It's a letter opener. It's actually fairly quality metal. It's got a good thickness to it. So yeah, it's just a letter opener. I think it's pretty sweet, but I want to mount that on the truck as well. So if you guys got any ideas of how I'm going to mount that sucker on there, I was thinking right about there, because if it goes against the body, it doesn't show up as much. Like it does, it's not eye-catching, and the thing kicks ass. Or maybe on the roof, something like that. I'm not overly worried about making it top heavy with the sword. It doesn't weigh much, but it's still kick ass. See, the winch is going to be there, so the hood is kind of out of the question. Maybe there, right across the windshield was kind of, no, that's dumb. Yeah, so give me some ideas, guys. Let me know what you think. I'll give it a shot. So I'm going to start with the winch here. If you got any better ideas about having it lower or upside down, maybe. But remember the servo, there goes the sword. Servo goes right up into the body when it compresses fully, so I can't get it up in there, nor can the battery go there. So I'm looking for a home for the battery and the sword. So bring me the ideas, guys. Thanks.